because our world is ruled by symbols, signs, and meaning. So let's get into that. When it comes to symbol, signs, and meaning, you have to understand that where the mind goes, the body will follow, right? So you train the mind, you train the body, and now you have a more durable resource and power and energy source to work off of. But if you put bad stuff into your mind, and then of course your body follows, how is that going to play out along the way? So looking back at creativity and logic, you can see how how story can beat anyone not in the know because of perspective and perception. Remember, some people have a limited vocabulary and others have a vast vocabulary, but over time they get segmented and niched down into specific categories. So their vocabulary for certain industries or for certain fields might excel in certain areas, such as a doctor, an attorney, a financial planner, and the list goes on and on. And then, of course, those that are more in the liberal arts that study almost everything, that have more of an open creative mind and had a lot of exposure therapy done to them, they can understand a little bit more and they probably have more of the know. Or last but not least, let's say a student going into college, into a class in which they don't understand, the teacher has more know than the students. So when the teacher's explaining something, you have to not only pay attention, you have to understand the words that they're using, because remember, they're only talking from their own perspective and their perceptions, not only of the world, but of their education as well. So even in marketing, when we get into it, we talk about making things as simple as possible, especially things like headlines and the creative, the images and the video. You want to make them simple so that people understand them and it still gets the message across. Now, why is this important? Well, because as we move into art and things like that, you're going to have questions. You're going to question why the Mona Lisa smiles, what makes art so valuable, what makes Bitcoin so valuable, so on and so forth. And if you're getting any value out of this video, go ahead and smash that like button and don't forget to follow me so that you can go ahead and not only benefit from the rest of the lessons that are going to come forth in class, but so that others can go ahead and benefit from it as well. So because of this, we have to understand that speech is a vital form of communication. If you can spread a positive message, go ahead and do it, because not many people can. Not many people have the audience to spread that positive message that'll not only make an impact in the world, but that will slightly change it just a little bit for the better. Because remember, the scales are always tipping, good or bad, so on and so forth. And right now they're out of balance, as most people would say, right? So you have to understand that those that have the ability to speak, now is the time for you to speak. Those who have the ability to understand and hear, now is the time for you to start paying attention and listening to what is going on, if that makes sense.